அண்ணலை கருத்துள் வைப்பார்.
Thank you all for your soulful prayer. The NAAC signifies the removal of ignorance and the welcoming of knowledge and wisdom. I kindly request our esteemed dignitaries to come forward for the lighting of Kuthuvilakku.
SS Sara வந்து presidential address கொடுக்குறாங்க.
Thank you, respected dignitaries, for illuminating the event. Now, it is my great privilege to invite Dr. S. Meena Kumari, Assistant Professor and Head of the Research Department of Commerce, to address this wonderful gathering.
A very good morning to one and all present here. When ancient wisdom meets modern business, sustainability is no longer an option, it becomes a responsibility. With this quote, it gives me an immense pleasure to welcome you all to the National Conference on Role of Indian Knowledge System in Sustainable Business Practices and Global Competitiveness, jointly organized by PG Research Department of Commerce and Business Administration, Thiagarajar College, Madurai. At the outset, I thank our Secretary Sir for giving us this opportunity to organize this conference and whose visionary leadership continues to guide an institution towards excellence. The Department of Commerce has made giant strides in more than 4 decades since its establishment in 1985. It offers novel programs such as BCom Aided, BCom SF, BCom Professional Accounting, BCom Computer Application, BCom Honors, BCom FinTech and MCom, providing a strong foundation in commerce, banking, accounting, finance and management. The department is recognized as a research center of commerce by Madurai Kamarajar University and has established 6 MOUs with reputed institutions including ICMA. I extend a warm welcome to our principal sir for his words of encouragement and continuous support in all activities of our department. Sir, we assure you that our department will always maintain the legacy of Thiagarajar College. I welcome you, sir. I am happy to welcome our well-wisher and eminent key speaker, Mr. Ratnavel sir, President, Agri and All Trade Chamber, Madurai, whose vast industry experience will provide valuable practical insight and enrich the theme of this conference. I take this opportunity to welcome Mr. Ratnavel sir. I also take this opportunity to extend a special welcome to our distinguished speaker, Dr. Ramakrishna Bandaru, Department of Commerce and International Business, School of Studies, Central University of Kerala, who is going to inaugurate and share his expertise, knowledge and academic depth to today's deliberations. I, on behalf of our management, principal and department, I welcome you, sir. Next, I welcome Dr. Anbikita, Head and Department of Business Administration, who coordinate in smooth conduct of today's conference. I further extend my sincere welcome to all the esteemed dignitaries, Dean, IQSC Coordinator, Quality Circle and 5S Coordinators, heads of various departments, Organizing Secretary Dr. Meena, and Senior Faculty Member Dr. Jyoti Bhaskara Mohan, Dr. Thiagarajan for their guidance and support. My special welcome to all staff coordinators who is always behind the screen in all our efforts. I am happy to share that totally 225 participants has registered, covering over 100 plus papers and 18 papers from other states. I take this opportunity and thank our major sponsors, Bank of Baroda, Canara Bank, ICICI Prudential, GTech IT Global Education, and Tally Institute Madurai for their financial support towards the conduct of this conference. My special welcome to the research scholars, industry experts, paper presenters, etc. for department, student friends who participated and gathered here. Indian knowledge system stands for ethics, sustainability, and inclusive growth. Through this conference, we seek to rediscover this timeless wisdom and explore its relevance in building sustainability and global competitive business practices. Knowledge becomes powerful only when it is shared, applied, and sustained for the greater good. With this note, I once again welcome you all and wish this conference meaningful deliberation and great success. Thank you. Once again, welcome you all. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for the warm welcome and for setting a perfect foundation for today's conference. Honoring distinguished personalities is a proud tradition that reflects our gratitude and respect. I now request our dignitaries to kindly step forward as we proceed with the felicitation ceremony by presenting shawl and shield as a token of our appreciation. I now invite our Honorable Principal to present and honor our chief guest, Dr. Ramakrishna Bandaru, with a shawl and a memento. I now invite our Honorable Principal to present shawl to our chief guest, Mr. S. Ratnavelu, and a memento. I now invite Dr. L. Ishwaran to honor our Honorable Principal with the shawl. Thank you, respected guests, for gracing this occasion. Next, we have the honor of hearing the presidential address. I cordially invite Mr. S. Ratnavelu, President, Agri and All Trade Chamber, Madurai, Tamil Nadu, India.
Revered Principal of Thiagarajar College, Dr. Pandirajan, the Honorable Chief Guest of today's National Conference, Dr. Ramakrishna Bandaru from the Department of Commerce and International Business, Central University of Kerala, the HOD of the Research and Commerce Department, Dr. Meena Kumari, Dr. Anbu Geeta, the HOD of the BBA department, Dr. Meena, and my dear students and faculty members of our Thiagarajar College of Arts, good morning to you all. At the outset, it's a surprising pleasure for me to preside over this national seminar I think organized after a very long time by this department, christened as COMVERSE'26, organized by the PG and Research Department of Commerce and Department of Business Administration. I am very much pleased to inaugurate this very useful conference on the role of Indian knowledge system, we call it as IKS, in sustainable business practices and global competitiveness. It's really a hot subject, the current subject, which the commerce and the business administration student should know. I congratulate the departments, the concerned HODs, principal, and all the faculty members for choosing this burning subject. I would like to say it's a burning subject because we have to give more attention on this topic, and I am happy to preside and inaugurate this wonderful conference. I will be coming again to give my technical address. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring address. To felicitate this great event, I will have the honor of inviting Dr. Thiagarajar, Principal of Thiagarajar College, Madurai, whose inspiring leadership, academic vision, and constant support guide our institution towards excellence.
Most respected Thiru S. Rathinavelu, President, Agri and All Trade Chamber, Madurai. Today's chief guest, Dr. Ramakrishna Bandaru, Department of Commerce and International Business, the Central University of Kerala. Head of the Department of Commerce, Dr. Meena Kumari. Head of the Department of Business Administration, Dr. Anbu Gita. Senior faculty, Dr. Meena. IQAC Coordinator in Arunayendran. Senior faculty members, guests, and distinguished faculty members, some my dear students. Good morning. So energy is not sufficient. Good morning. So the Department of Commerce is organizing this national conference, COMVERSE 2026. To organize this national conference, the Department of Commerce has taken nearly 10 years. So after 10 years, they have organized this conference. First of all, I appreciate all the faculty members and also all the students of commerce for conducting this wonderful conference, COMVERSE 2026. Special thanks to Dr. Meena Kumari. Since we have participants from other states, other colleges, I want to introduce our college first. Though every one of us know about our college, his legacy, his history. As the principal, so this is my duty to tell few things about our college. So we are having 77 years of legacy in the field of higher education. Our college was started in the year 1949 by great philanthropist Karamuthu Kalaithande Thiagarajan Chettiar with the vision of providing affordable education to all at all times. I remember this great man on this National Conference Day, COMVERSE 2026. And also we paid tribute to our former Emeritus President, Dr. Radha Thiagarajan, Mr. Karamuthu T. Kannan, for their contribution to the society, particularly this great college. We are thankful to our management, Dr. Uma Kannan, the president of our college, and also Mr. Hari Thiagarajan, the secretary of our college, for their enormous support in organizing events like this, national conference, international conferences. So our college is a non-profit education institution. I am very proud to say that we are not collecting any donations, any capitation fees. So this is one of the prime value of our college. While starting this college, the founder insisted in the draft, the college management should not collect a single penny from the students as well as the staff members beyond the fees. Still, we are following this legacy. Again, I am telling you that the college is not collecting any capitation donation fees. Particularly today's chief guest, I want to tell this. So now, the college was a boys' college. Well, it was started, it was a boys' college. But today, we are having 6,000 students, but we are having more number of girls. Now the college is empowering the girl students. So for that, we have to thankful our management, Kalaitande Karamuthu, Thiagarajan Chettiar, for giving this wonderful opportunity, particularly empowering the young woman. So not only that, the college strength is 6,000. Among 6,000, 1/5 are commerce students. 1/5 are commerce students. So we have 1,400 commerce students from different disciplines: commerce, BA, BCom PA, BCom CA, BCom General, BCom Honors. Again, my appreciation to all the faculty members of commerce and all the heads of various departments. Fine. Now we are having so many technological developments. In the year 2020, in the year 2000, we used to call this a 2000. So there was a problem called, Y2K problem. Y2K problem. That time, in some of the, international companies in USA and Europe, they wrote all their codes, all their programs in terms of the language called COBOL, Common Business Oriented Language, COBOL. So this is what? Business Oriented Language. Very famous at that time. COBOL now we have. So because of this COBOL and Y2K problem, now we are having more Indians are in US and Europe countries. Now, not technology, the commerce only pave the way for all the graduates and postgraduates to go to the foreign countries. So now we are having so many technological developments, now we are having AI, we are having artificial intelligence, so many advanced technologies we are having. Again, we face what you call this COVID-19 pandemic. Is it? So to discover a vaccine, it was very difficult at that time. So at that time, what we have? So we have science, biotechnology, is it microbiology? So though we are having different fields like this, science fields, maths, physics, chemistry, biotech, microbiology. But the more important thing is what? Which one is most important? The money is most important. The money is, so without money, nothing can happen. So now you are dealing with money. So when money is important, so you, the commerce people, are also important, because you are handling with money. So that is why you are also important. Now today the conference is what? Regarding Indian knowledge system, is it? Regarding Indian. So the conference is on the role of Indian knowledge systems in sustainable business practices and global competitiveness. The country India, our Indian culture is evidenced by Keeladi, very near to our college. We are having more than 2,000 years of legacy and traditions we are having, which is evidenced by Keeladi, which is very nearer to our college. So we had our own accounting system. We had our own accounting system 2000 years before. So we were number one in astronomy. We were number one in architecture. We were number one in technology. So we were number one in almost all the fields. All the fields. Now, so where we are now? Where we are now? Are we number one in science and technology? Are we number one in commerce and industries? Are we number one in manufacturing? Are we number one in productions? So what is missing? What happened between this period, 1000 years? What is missing there? Why we lost our traditions? Why we lost our heritage? Why we lost our traditional knowledge? So what is missing? What is missing? The young generations, you must know the Indian history in the Indian knowledge system. That is very, very important. It is very important. Now we are doing business. We are doing business, but while doing business, so without ethics, without values, you cannot be a better businessman. So while doing business, both ethics and values are important. So that is our Indian knowledge. That is our Indian knowledge. Now we are having atom bombs. By using atom bombs, we can destroy a million people in a fraction of a second. But that is not science and technology. We must have values. So using atom bomb, we have to generate electricity. That is what value. That is what value. So though we are having, technological developments and advancements in different fields, so the basics are important. The roots of our roots are very, very important. I mean, the Indian knowledge is very, very important. So my dear students, in earlier days, we were experts in almost all the fields. So now by using brain training, almost all the Indians are working in foreign companies, multinational companies in USA, in some of the multinational companies in Europe countries. There we are having Indian brains. So the purpose of having this conference on IKS, Indian knowledge system, is what? The students must know our Indian knowledge system. That is why we have organized this conference. I do believe that this conference will give an overview, an eagle's view about our Indian knowledge system. So our college, so we are having so many options to study a paper on this Indian knowledge system. Either you can study through this in online courses or NPTEL courses or Coursera. So every student must study at least one paper about this Indian knowledge system. So that is my advice to all my dear students. And also this may be the takeaway from this national conference. So with these few words, so once again, I appreciate the organizers for organizing this wonderful conference. COMVERSE 2026. Have a nice day. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your insightful address that truly strengthened our pursuit of knowledge and excellence. Every great event is elevated by the presence of an inspiring chief guest. I now invite Dr. S. Meena, Associate Professor from the Department of Commerce, to introduce our chief guest.
Good morning to one and all present here. It's my honor and privilege to introduce our today's chief guest, Dr. Ramakrishna Bandaru. He is an accomplished academician and researcher with an impressive contribution in multidisciplinary background, and he is holding qualifications not only in commerce but also in management, psychology, education, and he has awarded PhD in commerce from Osmania University. He is also a recipient of prestigious award Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan Postdoctoral Fellowship Award from University Grants Commission, New Delhi. Currently, Dr. Bandaru serving as an assistant professor, second grade, in the Department of Commerce and International Business, School of Business Studies, Central University of Kerala. With over 10 years of teaching experience and 8 years of research experience, he has published more than 40 research articles in reputed Scopus indexed and UGC CARE journals. And moreover, he has authored 10 textbooks that are widely referred by our students and most academicians. His research excellence has also been recognized nationally, and so he has been awarded with Best Business Academic of the Year award, that is B-Way Award from Indian Commerce Association in both gold medal as well as in silver medal in 2019 and 2022. Beyond teaching and research, he has well knowledge in research methodology and the recent statistical tools, SPSS, AMOS, and serving as a reviewer and editorial board in several international journals. And he is a well-known editorial communist with nearly 90 published columns in leading Telugu newspapers. So with this vast academic experience and research insights and commitment to education, Dr. Bandaru is truly an inspiring personality and has accepted our consent within a short span of time, and he has taken a lot of efforts in attending the conference. We are so feel gratitude for his presence, immense presence, and gracing this occasion. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for the brief yet informative introduction. It is the most divided moment of this session. We are truly honored and privileged to have amidst us a distinguished personality whose experience and wisdom continue to inspire students and academicians alike. I, with respect to me, request our Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Ramakrishna Bangaru, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce and International Business, School of Business Studies, Central University of Kerala, to deliver the keynote address and enlighten us with his valuable insights.
Yeah, okay. Fine. Respected principal on the dais and other dignitaries on the dais, of the dais, participants, mainly research scholars and students and media. Very good morning, all of you. Very good morning, all of you. It's my immense pleasure to share this dais. Unfortunately, within just a period of 2 days. So it's my pleasure, no doubt at all, to come and to share my knowledge with you. So first of all, I would like to convey two special thanks to the management. Not one special thanks, two special thanks. The first one is for selecting this wonderful topic. So I can say proudly, we must have a guts to choose this particular topic as the title of the seminar. So I am requesting you all the participants, please give a big applause to the organizers. I will tell why this. Because Indian knowledge system, it is not at all a kind of knowledge on which we have textbooks, on which we have plenty of the lecture series or plenty of the materials. It's just for the last 5 years, the knowledge, that means this particular subject has been emerging. And particularly recently, I visited Central University of Andhra Pradesh for the capacity building program organized by Andhra Pradesh University with the cooperation of UGC. So I personally interacted. The 6-7 days I was just 10 days back. So the UGC secretary itself, Professor Tripathi itself, he told that still now we are facing the problem in respect of resource persons. So because you understand, there were no any kind of information, there were no any kind of knowledge. Just we are, in my perspective, this particular IPC is nothing but having a triple E. Triple E the objective. That is, first one is exploration. Second one is first one exploration. Then is explanation. Then exchange. Exploration and explanation, then exchange. So that is the aim of the IKC. So for the last 5 years, whenever we started the NEP, the system has been emerging, and still now, no any kind of proper knowledge, proper lecture series or proper talks on this particular. So on this particular topic, selecting and also decide to conduct a national seminar is a kind of their decision. So first of all, that is why I would like to congratulate for the choosing this particular wonderful topic. So that's the first one. Second special thanks to the organizer is that is selecting me as a resource person within just 2 days. And madam said that I am an expert. I'm truly telling you that I am not at all expert on the IKC, Indian knowledge system. First time I heard and I have gone through little bit information just before 10 days only. But God grace, I don't know. In fact, the moment Madam called on Tuesday, told me that sir, you will be. I said a little bit confusion in my mind that can I do? Because as a resource person, I have attended almost all the South Indian states. But that my area is research methodology, SPSS or AMOS and marketing, economy. But this is the first time. First time, and that too emerging topic. So anyhow, I have taken that challenge, and for the last 2 days, I know how much hard work I did for the presentation. But anyhow, now I'm very happy. I'm very happy that so my presentation will be useful to the main stakeholders of the students who will be exchanging this knowledge in the future. So thank you very much for filling this hall with the real stakeholders instead of the academic participants. So you're all the real stakeholders of this particular Indian knowledge system. You have to take forward the Indian knowledge system information to the next generation. So that is why for selecting me and also for selecting the title, I would like to convey my special.
Live stream is going on.
Just
Okay. You can speak with this.
yeah. Yeah. So that's why I'm very thankful. Thankful, madam. Thankful, respected principal, sir. Fine. So before going to start my session, I would like to make you one practice. Could you do, all of you, my dear friends? Could you do, academicians? Please raise your left hand. Raise your left hand and keep that left hand close to your left ear. Left here, please. Just 2 minutes. All of you, then close down. So my intention is, whatever you are, hearing the knowledge from this here, you should not supposed to drop from this here, because this is such a important information, knowledge, which will be helpful to protect our culture, to preserve our Indian system, ecosystem particularly. Understand, all of you? Fine. Now I am going to place before you the true information. Yeah. So you see here, the Indian knowledge system, the title itself, first of all, if you want to understand anything, we have to get an idea on the title. So if you clearly observe the title, Indian knowledge system in sustainable business practices and global competitiveness. So my dear students and respected participants, instead of just giving a kind of information, I want to continue this session a kind of interactive session. So if you see here, there are 3 important words are there. What are the 3 important words? Can anyone? First one is Indian knowledge system. Second one is sustainable business practices. Third one is global competitiveness. So that is why I said that we should have a dare to select this type of, because Indian knowledge system, that too connecting to our commerce and management. You see, anybody can find out, anybody can, give any information. Do we have any textbooks? So anyhow, that is why I told the special thanks for selecting this. So here three important components are there. So to understand betterly about the Indian knowledge system role in the global competition, sustainable business practices and the global competitiveness, first of all we should have to know what is the global competitiveness. So let me explain what is the global competitiveness. My dear friends, my dear students, you see here, global competitiveness is a capacity of a nation or a firm. Global competitiveness is a capacity of a nation or a firm to compete successful in a global market. Compete a successful in a global market. So always you should have to get the profit, and you should have to be in the a kind of sustainable position. Not that your intention is to stay in the global market for the 1 year 2 year with a normal profit. So every year you have to increase the profit, and every year you have to travel in the global market. That is we can call as global competitiveness. So global competitiveness, simply we can say that it is creating a long-term economic success. Long-term economic success. Understand? So just now I told you, throughout the year you have to carry out the business transactions, and you have to generate the profit. Then next financial year, again new goals, new achievements, again financial same profit. Then like that you have to continue your successful journey. Compare with betterly compare with other countries or other businesses. So that is what the global competitiveness. So my dear friends, the global competitiveness can be viewed in two perspectives. So now you got what is the global competitiveness. Global competitiveness, it's nothing but it's a continuous journey towards profit and also economic growth. Okay, so that is the global competitiveness. So that can be shown, that can be understood at a two level. One is national level. So how the national, that means how the country can be at the global competitiveness. In what way it will be at the global competitiveness? If you see the nation ability, global competitiveness at the national country level means it is a national ability to achieve sustained economic growth and prosperity compared to other countries. Okay, compared to other countries, we have to continue our economic success in the global market. So we should have to produce the better product, we should have to attract the new market, and we should have to continue with the growth year by year. That is what we can call as the global competitiveness, keeping in view of the country perspective. And you see here how the country becomes the global competitive by improving the productivity. So the country can be become the global competitive by improving the productivity through good governance. Understand? And also productive and skilled workforce. You know that compare with South Korea, we are very in fact we have only 5 to 10% of skilled labor. But if you see the South Korea, across the world it is in the top position with 90% of the skilled labors. So whatever it may be, productivity and skilled forces, good infrastructure, innovation and technology as principles are highlighted, and also openness to the world. That is why you see day before yesterday, suddenly we have made the that is the trade agreement with the America, and just before 10 days we made the trade agreement with the European Union. It's nothing but the openness. It's a kind of strategy. We should have to be in the global market. Our product have to be exported to all the countries, exported to. So that is the important aspect of this this particular behind the decision. Find whatever it may be, openness to the world, international relations, sustainable economic policies. These are all important elements which make your product perfect, and also which make your product which make your product saleable across the world. Then automatically you will be in the global competitiveness. Okay, so global competitiveness nothing but it's a creation of long-term economic success. So by the country, so the country can create by using these type of information, these type of elements. And if you see the business, in fact our core is the business practices. Okay, global competitiveness,
how the business can be adopted. Business can be adopted. So the business can be, the business becomes the global competitive by improving the productivity through cost efficiency. The first important element is cost efficiency. So we have to produce the product at very less cost, and we have to, export, and we have to be sustained in the global market. And the second one is quality and effective leadership. So the success of any kind of a business is depend upon the leadership qualities. And also the another important component is innovation, technology capacity, and also adaptability and brand strength. Okay, so these are all some of the important elements which contribute to the individual business to get the competitiveness at the global level. Understand? Fine. So now if you see, there are many theories on the global competitiveness. Now we know that what is the global competitiveness. So what are the theories given by different eminent persons? If you see, Adam Smith has given that absolute advantage theory for the global competitiveness. Are you understanding? So, and also you see that another person, David Ricardo, has given the another theory, another model, that is, opportunity cost model. So no need to explain, because you're all commerce students. We might have go through that at the business economics or maybe some other subjects. So next one is that Hecher and Holin theory. This is the most useful theory. That is, they focus on the effective utilization of the resources. We have 4 factors: land, labor, capital, organization. So how effectively we utilize, that much effectively the global competitiveness will be arise. That means we will be success in such a way at the global level. So we have been telling that, you see, my dear student, my dear friends, earlier, to show their upper hand, the countries used to do the physical war. Now countries are doing the trade war in the form of increasing the taxes. That's what the Trump is doing. Are you following? The Trump is increasing the tax to make down the other country economy. That is why only now Modi immediately went to the, respectable Modi immediately went to the England, and also he brought the European Union lady. And also again, America has got the lesson. Without India, we cannot sustain. Sustain, I am using the word sustain, because the inflation has started in America. Our products are, highly became the cost there. So then automatically the purchasing capacity come down, and the other products price increased. So then it is slowly moving to inflation. That is why suddenly he comes to the legs of Bharat Mata. So that anyhow, that's a kind of strategy. Why? Because the trade war means nothing but it is imposing more taxes and making down that country economically and raising our hand. Understand? So fine, whatever it may be. So that is the 4 factors. That is a Hechter and Holin theory. And also we have a Michael Porter theory that focus on the skills, infrastructure, industry, firm strategy. So these are all different models. Not only there are many different models in respect of global competitiveness, my dear friends. Okay. So just I am presenting the knowledge from down to top. Remember it. So I am not coming from top to down directly. Okay, fine. Now you got the clear picture. What is the global competitiveness? That means it's a long-term success in the at the global level. Okay, then only you will be the perfect business. Your business will be the perfect business, and then only your business will be in a long period. Or in case of country, then only your country will be the #1 country. Understand? Fine. Now you see that. Yeah, you see that in this particular slide, the traditional global competitiveness focused on profit or economic growth through mass production, okay, and then resource utilization and industrial collaboration and promotional activities. So through this, the traditional, that means the oldest, global competitiveness is depend upon these particular variables. Understand? But modern global competitiveness is focused on non-price based elements. So what are the non-price based elements? Environment protection. So the first non-price based element on which the global competitiveness, the success of your company, the success of your country is depend upon the environmental protection. And the second one is society concern. The society, societal value, preserve the society. Okay, and the third one is long-term growth, not 1 year, 2 year. That is why we have kept the vision 2057. Vision 2057. That only, na? Our long-term vision is vision 2057. Correct? Sure? Vision 2057 or 47? Sure? Who sit there? Vision 2057 or 47? 47, correct. Understand? So therefore, that is a kind of long-term vision. So long-term vision plus protecting the environment plus societal value, protecting the societal value. So these three are the core element, my dear participants or students, in the global competitiveness. So overall, these three we can call now it's a sustainable development. Understand? So you see how we came from bottom to top. Now slowly we are moving towards our core area. Understand? So these three price based elements can be a crucial elements nowadays, which will be making you sustainability in the at the global level, in the global competitive market. Understand? So therefore this entire system we can call it as a sustainable development or sustainable global practice, sustainable business practice at the business level. Understand? So now you see, what is a sustainable business practice or sustainable development? Understand? So the first component we clearly understand. What is the global competitiveness? It's a long-term growth. Okay, it's a long-term growth by focusing three main aspects. What are the three main aspects, ma? First one is that is environment protection. Second one is social aspect. Third one is long-term success, long-term economic growth. Understand? So these three we have to be keep in mind, and based on these three elements we have to take the decision. We have to go for the production, and we have to sustain in the global competitive era. Understand? So fine. Now what is the sustainable business practices? So we know that. So sustainable business practice is the way how the business operates by balancing profit. Any organization aim is profit only. Am I correct or not? Every organization, if you take, every business if you take, the business intention is to generate the profit. So therefore here, sustainable business practice is nothing but it is the way how the business operates by balancing the profits with responsibility towards environment, society, and future growth, long-term growth. So that is what we can call as the sustainable business practices. Sustainable business practices means it's operations, business operation, business activities. How the business activities used to carried out for the purpose of generating the profit, keeping in view of or by protecting the three core aspects. What are the three core aspects? Environment, society, and last one is long-term success, long-term economic growth. Understand? So that is the sustainable business practice, my dear participants. And you see that sustainable business practices are strategies. That means now you know that business in our BBA students or MBA students, maybe the MCOM students, they know that. So every decision that we can call it as a strategy. Okay, strategy. So therefore here sustainable business practices are the strategies through which the company used to operate ethically, the business operation using ethical mode. Okay, so then second one is responsibility. Not only the ethic, you must have a responsibility. Okay, the moment I am coming here, so the principal came and received me. Okay, and also when the moment entering into this hall, the students came and keep the sindura, because we're all a kind of, that's a traditional, that's an ethic. When I am coming, the principal came and just give an, yeah, welcome sir. Instead of that, when I come there as a guest, if the principal don't talk with me, is it ethic? No, that means it is inbuilt in our country. So I will tell you all the things in the upcoming. Fine, whatever it may be. So ethically is very important. And the second one is responsibility is also very important. That means sustainable business practice is nothing but it is a strategy. strategy of the business through which the company used to run the business by focusing ethically and also responsibly and minimizing the negative impact. Because of your business operation, the impact should be always in the positive way, not in the negative way. Understand? So that is what is the impact, negative impact. You should have to reduce the negative impact on again three important aspects, that is environment, we can call as the plant, and society, we can call as the people, and the third one is economic growth, that we can call as the profit. So all together we can call as triple bottom line approach, PPP. Just now I told you now what is the main objective of Indian knowledge system is triple E. Okay, so exploration, explanation, and also taking it forward, exchange. So in the same way, so this is what we can call as the sustainable business practices. Everybody is to do business, but if you do the business operations focusing on zero impact on the society, zero negative impact on the society, and zero negative impact on the environment, and also zero negative impact on your long-term success and long-term economic growth, that we can call as the sustainable business practices. Understand all of you? Fine. Now this is very important, triple bottom line approach, we can call as it is a sustainable development model in our research. So one of my student is also doing on this triple bottom line approach, sustainable development of tribal, using tribal tourism in the Kerala. One of my student is doing the research on it. So fine, anyhow, this is sustainable business practice. Okay, now, yeah, fine. We have discussed what is the sustainability, sustainable business practice, sustainable development. Sustainable development is, we have been hearing for last 10-15 years continuously. Even wherever you go, they are adding sustainability, sustainable business practice, sustainable development, sustainable growth. So what is when it is started? So sustainable business practice is nothing but we have to do the business operations focusing on three main elements. Okay, zero negative impact on the environment, zero negative impact on the society, zero negative impact on the economic growth. So that is a sustainable business practice. We have to take the decisions, operations using that three important concepts. Now, what is this sustainable development? When it is used, who found it? So you see, my dear student, little bit, I know that time is very important. Okay, fine. You see, sustainable development has ancient roots. I will tell you in our core topic, Indian knowledge system, who written this sustainable development at very first time in our India. Fine, anyhow, it has ancient roots. It's not a new concept, my dear participants. Okay, and the second one is, first time it is just highlighted. First time it is just highlighted across the world, through the Carl Weiss, a German forester. He is a German forester, and he has written a book that is Silviculturia Economia. So in this particular book, that is 1713, he has mentioned about the sustainable development, because he is a forester. He is a forest officer. So in that book, he has first time highlighted the sustainable development. And you see, then 1972, United Nations organized a conference on the environment. So then they have started talking about the environment, that particular sustainable development, and also the Brundtland report on our common future. That is our common future is the report title. On that, this particular Brundtland report, that means Brundtland have submitted a report in 1987. Since that, the sustainable became a popular across the globe. Okay, and anyhow, United Nations brought an agenda, yes, Sustainable Development Goal SDG 17 in 2015 up to 2030. Okay, so like that, this sustainability has emerged. Finally, overall, my dear students, my dear friends, we have learned what is the global competitiveness. Okay, we have learned what is the sustainable business practices. Okay, and overall, you see, sustainable business practices is an organizational strategy and operational activity that aim to achieve the long-term economic success by ensuring the environmental protection and also the social equity. So this is simply the sustainable business practices. Now you see our core topic. So in these sustainable business practices, what is the role of our Indian knowledge system? Understand? So in what way the Indian knowledge is contributing to the sustainable business practices? So I'm placing before you one small information, my dear friends. Generally, after the completion of the session, everybody used to ask some queries, some doubts. But in this session, it should be the reverse. So I will be asking the questions to somebody. Please, they must be ready to answer my questions. That is why please listen carefully. At least I will ask the 10 members. So 10 members must give the answer to my question. So that is why please listen. This is very, very informative session that what I am going to place before you. Indian knowledge system. So we discussed, my dear students, global competitiveness is depend upon the sustainable business practices. Okay, every business global competitiveness is depend upon success. What is it? The sustainable business practices. So what is the sustainable business practices means nothing but doing the business activities by taking into the consideration of environmental protection and societal value protection and also long-term success. So fine. Now in this particular process, what is our Indian knowledge system contribution? Why we are talking about our Indian knowledge system? Business people, they are doing the business. Okay, you are manufacturing the product. Okay, you are selling the product. You are generating the profit. So for that, what is the important, to discuss about our Indian knowledge system? What is the contribution of the Indian knowledge system? So here, if you want to know what is the contribution of the Indian knowledge system, first of all, you have to understand what is the Indian knowledge system. What is it? Nowadays, the students, I'm telling you fact, the Zamana, they knows who is the Spider-Man, who is the Dory Man. Am I correct or not? Do you know who is the, Varahamihi? Who is the Varahamihi who found a kind of correlations between the universe and also stars 5,000 years ago? And you know who is the, Aryabhatta? Who is a Bhaskara? We will call Bhaskara. You know who is the Kautilya? At least did you see the first page of the Kautilya book? Did you see? In fact, I also didn't see. Okay. So for last 2 days, because of this session, I have learned at least 60% knowledge. Okay, fine. So I am a youngster. My age is just 40 years. So I didn't see. I don't know what is Indian knowledge system. But after reading these 2 days hard work, after my hard work and after my, that is why I said I'm very thankful. Almost so far I acted as about 50 seminars as a resource person. But this is a uniqueness. Just within 2 days, new knowledge. And delivery mechanism also in a different way. Okay, fine. Anyhow, you see, India, every time our Modi ji used to say that, Vishwaguru, Vishwaguru. Yes, just Monday morning also I recollected, because my duty is in the Kerala. So the morning I used to wake up, I used to see my Telugu news, because basically I'm from Hyderabad. So I'm doing job in central of Kerala as a student. So I used to see the newspaper. So every newspaper, Vishwaguru, Bharat Vishwaguru. Even I have questioned the same questions, same thing to the resource person who participated in my 6 days capacity building program in Andhra Central University just 10 days back. He didn't tell me what is the Vishwaguru. But these 2 days, that is why, self-learning is the best textbook in the world. Self-learning. So I understood, yes, India is the Vishwaguru. Okay, 1927 Big Bang theory is there. We found the truth of the universe. Scientists. But that is already found by our ancient scientists before 5,000 years ago. So can't you say that India is a Vishwaguru? Whatever the Tamarind recently, that means before 10-15 years, the US people have got the patent on the Tamarind. So Tamarind has the power to reduce the injuries. Even our Tamil Nadu women also, because I am a devotional person, I used to go every time Tirupati. Many people are from Tamil Nadu, and I used to see that Tamarind and the faces. So it's our culture, and that has acquired by the people, that foreign people, they try to take the patent on that. We found turmeric has the power to reduce the, what is it, injuries. But anyhow, we won. We went to the court, we won. So, and also Nimu. So like that, we have a plenty of the knowledge. So we have plenty of the knowledge, not a single sector. I will place you everything with the kind permission of the secretary. If you permit little more time, I will place every information before you. Fine. Anyhow, you see. So in such a way, Indian knowledge system is very important. That is why I told to the respected principal that I am very happy. Now I am not not only sharing the information to the participants. Main important stakeholder is youngsters, students. You have to take forward it. Every day, Vishwaguru, India is a Vishwaguru. In what way we are the, Vishwaguru? Just now I am placing before you the fact and also the real information. Fine, my dear student, you see, what is the Indian knowledge system? You see, Indian knowledge system is a vast and diverse body of traditional and indigenous knowledge developed in the Indian subcontinent over the millennia. So whatever the knowledge our ancient people have developed, ancient people have, or ancient rishis have developed within the boundaries of our India continent, that is subcontinent India, that we can call as the Indian knowledge system. You see, this is the subcontinent of India. So India is not just whatever we have the structure. So Pakistan, Afghanistan, and you see Bangladesh, Bhutan, Sri Lanka. This is I am talking about this knowledge before 5,000 years ago. Okay, fine. Anyhow, once again I'm telling you that Indian knowledge system is nothing but it is a vast and also diverse. Diverse means why I'm telling you, Indian knowledge is not only for the Ayurvedic particular health. Indian knowledge system is also architecture. You see the beautiful architecture in Tamil Nadu. Rajagopura. Whenever every month I used to go to the Arunachala Lord Shiva, and I used to feel mesmerized by looking at architecture. Can anybody build? I am sorry to say that I don't know. It's a kind of a thing in our Telangana state. Our Chief Minister KCR constructed with 1 lakh crores for our Kaleshwaram projects. You search in the Google, it should be the biggest man-made project with 1 lakh crores. Within 5 years, it's collapsed. Within 5 years. So you see that how many years ago? Can anyone? That is what our engineer's capacity, ancient engineer capacity. I am telling you. So that's what the diversified knowledge, not only one sector. I will place you different sector where we were, with the diverse knowledge, and how this diverse knowledge is useful for the, sustainable business practices, which leads to the sustainable development and also global competitiveness in the, world. Understand? So fine, you see that is a Indian knowledge system. Indian knowledge system is nothing but it is the information, it is a knowledge, so which is derived within the boundaries of India by our ancient rishis, maharshis. Understand? So that is the Indian knowledge system. Now, so what are the areas of Indian knowledge system? I told you it's a diverse, it's a vast and diverse. That is why to talk about, I decided within this, that is why in my entire life these 2 days are very crucial. So I know that how much, even I send my research scholar for my class engagement. I send, you might have a seminar, I have to go and deliver the knowledge. I don't know about this, you please go and engage. She went and engaged the MCOM GST class. So fine, anyhow, so you see that what are the areas of our Indian knowledge system as included. That's the first one is philosophy and spirituality. My dear students, you have to listen carefully. So philosophy and spirituality, you see Vedas. Till now, many students, there were no idea on the what are the Vedas, what are the knowledges, that they have mentioned they mentioned in the Vedas. So we have a Vedas, 4 Vedas: Rig Veda, Sama Veda, Yajurveda Veda, Atharvana Veda. So these are all written 5,000-6,000 years ago by Indian rishis, Indian munis or Indian maharshis. Okay, you see that Vedangas are also there. So Vedas, you see Rig Veda is there. So you see here, Big Bang theory, just now I told you, Big Bang theory. So in 1927, in American scientists, they highlighted that Big Bang theory we find. But about the Big Bang theory, about the Srushti, about the universal secret, it is already mentioned in the Rig Veda 10th Adhyaya 129 sloka. It's about, 5,000-6,000 years ago, our Indian people have found that. But we don't know. We are not claiming. Just the past 5 years, Modi government or maybe the UGC, they are highlighting. Now you understand why this, recently for every program UGC is spending around 20 lakhs for 6 days for capacity building program on the Indian knowledge system. 20 lakhs, it's a people money. Why? Because we are forgetting all this knowledge. Before 6,000 years ago, we find the relation between the, stars and also earth. And what is the truth of universe? So that is written in the Rig Veda 10th Adhyaya 129 sloka. And also about that black hole also mentioned in the Vedas. Till now, no people, no scientists identified the, why it is arise, black hole. So like that, we have a Vedas, Vedangas. So which are, giving a lot of knowledge about the Srishti, about the people, how the people have to maintain, how the business have to maintain, how the sustainable development should be possible. But we didn't read. We don't know what is the Veda, what are the types of, we know that, music, Indian people are born with the music. So the music is also discussed, the particular music is also discussed in this particular, Samaveda. What is the music? What are the different type of, that sa, re, ga, ma. Everything they discussed before 5,000-6,000 years ago. Okay, so like that, each and everything will reflect different kind of knowledge. In fact, if I go deeply, it will, take the session, up to evening. Are you feeling any bore? Hey, students? No, na? Anyhow, you are getting some new knowledge apart from your regular classroom. Am I correct? Students? Yes or no? If you say yes, I will be here. Otherwise, I will pack up and go. Okay? Fine, anyhow. Right. So you see, whether you don't say no, also I will be here because I have to deliver this knowledge to you. Okay, fine. Anyhow, you see that is a philosophy and spirit. So you see here, next one is science and mathematics. We are all now mathematics, mathematics students now we are, they are knowing that mathematics like algebra and also that, Python theorems. But these are all written by our ancient, rishis, munis before 5,000-6,000 years ago. You see that astronomy. And also you see that mathematics in that area, you see Aryabhatta and Varahami and also, Brahmagupta. Anybody can know Brahmagupta. So he has found all astronomy. That means what will be happen and what is the future and also what is the mathematical, equations and zero. First time in India, we found the zero and we used the zero and we have added the zero to the mathematics in different calculations. Understand? So this is our knowledge. So these people are contributed a lot. Python theorem now we are using across the globe. The Python theorem is using, but it is invented 5,000-6,000 years ago by our Indian people. Astrology particularly. Okay, so we know that astrology. What is the impact of the astrology? Recent, that Kerala is a communist state, and recently the VC who came, because the moment the new thing had constructed something, our past honorable vice chancellor, he has passed away. Something immediately he did some changes. Now it's going on smoothly. We don't feel, being a communist people, they don't feel. Being a normal people, what is that astrology? What is it? But there should be some impact. That we don't know. That is already written by our, indigenous people. Understand? So that is the second domain. That is, first one is philosophy and spirituality. We have a Vedas, Vedangas. Okay, Bhagavad Gita, Ramayana. Okay, can anyone say that who is the best human resource manager in the world? Who is the best human resource manager in the world? Who is? Who is? Ramakrishna. Me. Who is? Lord Krishna. Just he has used 5 members to win against 100 members. Could you believe it? He has motivated. No need to, if you are in the depression, no need to go and just pay 1,000, 2,000 fee and meet the psychologist. Just you read the Bhagavad Gita. That's it. Automatically you will be refreshed. Students or maybe somebody, they may think that it is easy, but it's a fact. You can get self-motivation. Understand? So like that we have a Ramayana, Mahabharata. We have to rule as per the words of the, people given by the Ramayana. We have to respect the elders given by the Ramayana. Fine, anyhow, these are all, we have a lot of, knowledge. Fine, whatever it may be, first domain is philosophy and what is that? Spirituality. Second one is science and mathematics. We have created a wonders, in the ancient situation. And the third one is medicine. You see, Ayurveda. So it will balance. Kerala is the very famous for the Ayurveda. Even I brought my mother who has 65 years age, and just within a 10 days treatment, her knee pain has gone. True. Now she is staring the steps also. That's the capacity of the Ayurveda. But we used to go to the corporate hospital. The moment you enter into the corporate hospital, what he will do? He will give you a test list. Test list. Minimum he is the targeted, almost he will target, yes, from this patient, we have to take 1 lakh or 2 lakhs. So like that I am telling you. So Ayurveda is there. That is our Indian medicine. And also you see that, Siddha, Unani, okay, yoga. If you do yoga, nothing should happen. Nothing should happen. I am practicing also for last 1 month. I am practicing the yoga. I felt that this is the best medicine in the world. Even if you eat heavily also, next day you feel relaxed if you do the yoga every morning. So that is that is why you see that foreign people are coming and they are learning the yoga in India. Okay, fine, whatever it may be. So medicine, we are having a specialized knowledge. And also art and architecture. You see, music, dance, and you see Bharatanatyam. Any country, find the Bharatanatyam, or you see that what is that, Kathak, and also Karnataka, Hindustani music, and temple architecture, especially Tamil Nadu. And also if you go to some North Indians. So the architecture, you see that Muhammad Ghazali, how many times he has he has visited and looted our what is that temple. Recently Modi has renovated it. What is the temple? Somanatha temple. But they have taken away everything, but they didn't destroy they can't destroy, because in such a way the architecture. Okay, so that is our engineering capacity. So that is our a kind of architecture and engineering, and that there also we have plenty of the knowledge. But now we used to talk about the China, or maybe Japan technology. So, but we don't recognize this is the best knowledge. This is a kind of Indian knowledge. That is why we will be called as a Vishwaguru. Clear? And you see that literature, Ramayana, and also Mahabharat, and Kalidas, Kabir Das, and also Avyar. I don't know these 2 persons' name I have taken from our one of my colleagues who are working in tourism department. He is also from Madurai. He told that yes, these are also wonderful literatures. So can anyone contribute in such a way? Can anyone write Bharatidasa? Okay, so any foreign poet can contribute such a wonderful knowledge through his writing. So that is why I am telling you, my dear students, we are all enriched in respect of knowledge. And you see that another one is agriculture. Now we are thinking Israel model. Everybody is thinking Israel model, but Israel model already we have started 5,000-6,000 years ago. So the agricultural and also craft and trades, and also legal and political Arthashastra. If you read Arthashastra, no need to complete your degree or post graduation, my dear students. In such a way, the Kautilya has written the Arthashastra. All the aspects, agricultural, even the strategies in respect of the military, also mentioned in the Arthashastra. How the ministry has to take the decision. What is the sustainable decision, and how the sustainability happened in the business. How the business, we have talking about that only. So all these things have mentioned there. And also legal and political and environmental knowledge. You see, the important point is environmental knowledge. So only our Indian people have the habit to pray the nature. You see Tulsi tree, we will keep and we will pray. So that is our knowledge, that is our practice. But anyhow, these are all different domains where the Indian knowledge system contributed. Now the core aspect is, what is the Indian knowledge system and sustainable development? Where I told you that. So Indian knowledge system is contributing a lot, and in what way, that I am going to place before you. Before that, what is the sustainable business practices? Sustainable business practices is nothing but operating the business activities by focusing on zero impact on the environment, zero impact, negative impact on the environment, zero negative impact on the society, zero negative impact on the economic success. Fine. Now, for these three elements, how the Indian knowledge system, where they have mentioned. So you see here, IKC concept, Dharma. Indian knowledge system, Dharma is there. That is mentioned in Gita, Bhagavad Gita, and also Arthashastra. Kautilya has mentioned that the word Dharma. Dharma means nothing but Dharma is nothing but duty or ethic. So in what way it will be? So it will be that particular word is explaining how the governance, how you have to manage the business. And also how the corporate ethics should be realized. And the CSR, corporate social responsibility, we are talking just for last 20 years, but corporate social responsibility has mentioned in the Indian knowledge system through these, what is the Dharma word. Kautilya has mentioned Dharma, he has given explanation. Dharma means you have to take decision like this. You have to contribute to the society like this. He has mentioned. Clear? And also if you see that IKC, another concept, that Karma Yoga. So Karma Yoga means do without the relations or relational feelings. That is mentioned in the Gita, Bhagavad Gita. So that is where Lord Sri Krishna is to tell to the Arjuna, don't think that whether he is your brother or your whatever it may be, you do whatever you want to do. Then you will get the success. That means if you want to success, you, for example, in the match, you and your brothers are competitors. Will you lose yourself because your brother only, that is my relative, my close brother, so if I play I will win, like that will you feel? No, that will be giving by this particular concept. Understand? So like that you see that you see another concept, yukti. So yukti means nothing but strategic and also pragmatism. So you see here, this is mentioned in the Arthashastra by the Kautilya, and it is useful to the business practices in the way of that competitive advantages and also strategic innovation, how the competitive advantages can be derived, and for that how the yukti should be mentioned. That yukti means nothing but it is strategy. I just now I told you that what is the sustainable business practices? It's a strategy of the business. Am I correct or not? So how it will be useful? Mentioned in this particular yukti. If you read that particular Arthashastra, then you can get. He has clearly mentioned about the yukti. In what way we have to formulate the strategies. But we don't follow. We will go to read the Philip Kotler textbook to take the marketing strategy, to formulate the marketing strategies. Am I correct or not? Okay, so fine. Anyhow, like that, yukti is there. Another one is artha. Artha means nothing but wealth and economy. So here, this is also mentioned in the Arthashastra. And profit, resource allocation, wealth management. How do we go for the wealth management? Now through financial management, we will learn the budget allocation, and also we will learn that budget planning and also wealth management. You see, wealth generation is essential, but must be balanced with dharma and karma. Then only it will be the sustainable business practices. You have to generate the wealth, but it should be through dharma and karma. That is what now we are. Even the American people also telling that only. We have to do business ethically. But now you are telling being American. But we have told before 5,000-6,000 years ago in India. Am I correct or not? So that is what now we are learning through this particular session. Okay, fine. Now next one is you see that that is Rita. Rita means nothing but Rita means nothing but it is mentioned in the Rig Veda. So what is that? Environmental sustainability. So environment protection is also one of the important element in the sustainable business practices. Am I correct or not? But how do we protect the environment sustainability in the business is explained in the Rig Veda and also Upanishads. Do you know that? But now today you are knowing. So this is the impact. So that is why I feel personally, anything it must be an impact oriented education, impact oriented knowledge. So now you are learning. How to protect the environment is already told in the Rig Veda. They have mentioned clearly. So that is what now we have adopting for our business practice. Understand? And also you see that another one is Sangha. Sangha is nothing but collective, community. So can madam only can do this particular or can organize this particular event on her own? No, there is a team. How to utilize the team? So this Sangha, how to utilize the team? It is mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita and also Arthashastra. Okay, so it is stakeholders management, team building. So all these things concept have mentioned earlier in the ancient situation, my dear friends. It's not a religion. Many people used to say that Indian knowledge system is a religion. They are dumping. No religion. It's our knowledge. It's our knowledge. Can we forget our mother? Can we forget our grandmother? We can't forget our Indian knowledge system. That is why my approach is triple E approach towards the IKC. Understand? So fine, whatever it may be, you see another one, another concept that is, Atman Brahman. This is a self-universal. How much your potential, if you don't, you see, okay, somehow I am presenting before you 50% nicely. But how it came? Self-confident. I have taken a challenge. Yes, I can present. So like that, if you have self-confidence, automatically you will win. So that is told. You see here, purpose-driven organization and visionary leadership. So my purpose is nothing but that I want to deliver them new knowledge. So that is my that intention only make me within the 2 days a kind of knowledgeable person. And I understand. So like that, the business people have to adapt to this particular concept from the Upanishads. Okay, that is why we have introduced after the COVID-19 Atmanirbhar Bharat. From where the Modi ji has brought it? From Upanishad. Understand? So that is why, my dear students, so this is valuable information. You see that Satwa, next concept, Indian knowledge system concept. So it is mentioned in the Gita and also Upanishad. Okay, Gita means not just a name. Okay, it's a Bhagavad Gita. Fine. So organizational culture, decision making and quality, about these parameters, about this information already mentioned in this Upanishad and also Bhagavad Gita. But anybody knows that? Anybody? Total quality management, TQM, MBA students knows that. We used to just bring 19 Toyota company, that one, this one, we used to read. But already total quality management about that written in the Upanishad, Bhagavad Gita, Ardhashastra is written how the the company has to change the a kind of their operations year by year, how they have to increase the quality year by year. Understand? So that is why, my dear students, this is one of the important concepts. Next, you see another one is that is what is Shreyas and also Preyas. This is the concept derived from the what is it? Karta Upanishad. This is very important. I told you, business will take the decisions. It's a sustainable business practice is nothing but it's a business operation strategy. So strategy is always not for the long run. Strategies for the short run, strategies for the long run. That is why in the business economics, long run production function, short run production function. Did you remember? So this long run, short run is already mentioned in the this Upanishad before 5,000-6,000 a year, my dear students. You see here that choosing the sustainable long-term goals and over a short-term rewards. Understand? So like that, our Indian knowledge system has been contributing to the business practices a lot. And you see that last but not least, that is integrating the Indian knowledge system in business practices. Finally, this is the last but not least concept. So now we have discussed what is the first one. I am telling you, my dear friends, what is first we discussed, what is the global competitiveness. Hope you understood. Okay. Then in order to reach the global competitiveness at the business level, what is the sustainable business practice is important, and what is the sustainable business practices we discussed. And then how the sustainable business practices can be done through the Indian knowledge system also we discussed. And now we are going to discuss integrating the Indian knowledge system in business practices. You see, my dear friends, ethical business practice. That's why I told you that ethic is very important. Okay, ethic means nothing but it is, I told you, dharma. Okay, so ethic or duty. So you see here the sustainability come out by dharma and also artha, prosperity, and this concept is using by the Tata company. That is why that time whenever what is that the flight accident happened in the month of May or June from Gujarat Ahmedabad to it's going England. Am I correct? Anybody remember? Just 6-7 months back, one flight accident happened, that is Indian Airlines. Do you remember? So how much contribution given by the Tata company to each and every person? Do you know? Did you remember? 1 crore to each and every person. That is a ethic. That is a kind of practice they are adopted. In India, not, I am telling frankly, Tata is the best company which is using the Indian knowledge system and which is working for the development of the country compared with the Reliance company. In fact, Reliance company is grilling the natural resources and selling to other country. But Tata company is not doing like that. Their main intention, motto is country development. Understand? So that is why the Tata company has given. That is what in such a way they are practicing. Now we see, if we just to give 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs, then we will array. He lost the, the person has lost because of that company mistake. So just they have given 5,000 and thrown it. But 1 crore they have given. They have shown immediately, and those who injured, they have given a kind of treatment in the corporate hospital. Everything they give. So that is the kind of then automatically what will happen? The brand image will increase. Tata, yes. In such a way, sustainability will happen. So Tata is having a lot of businesses, but why they are selling a 2 rupees water packet, my dear students? What they will get from the 2 rupees water packet and also 15 or 20 rupees water bottle? Only thing is they have to reach to the each and every population in India. That is the target market. Why they are producing the Tata salt for 25-30 rupees? Is it such an important profitable segment? Every people used to use the salt in the kitchen. So our brand has to reach the particular kitchen also. Understand? So that is a customer, customer reachability. Understand? So fine, anyhow, so the ethical business practice is very important. So that can be possible through our Indian knowledge system, that is Dharma and Artha, and that is already adopting by the Tata company. Okay, and the next one is sustainability and environmental stewardship. That is the sustainability come out by ahimsa and also sattva. That means sattva means purity, ahimsa means not non-violence. We know that. So it is already using by the ITC and Amul companies. So these 2 companies in India, they are adopting this particular ahimsa and sattva Indian knowledge system. Based on that, they are doing the business. Okay, and you see that innovative problem solving. So it is it is already mentioned in our Indian knowledge system that Niti Shastra and also Shastras, that is scientific trades. So this is following by the Infosys companies. How do we make the what is the solution to the problems? So like that, many Indian companies, they are adopting the the Indian knowledge system and they are doing the business. That is why they are sustained in the long period. You see, do you know that during my childhood only Colgate soap, Colgate toothpaste is, but you see Colgate Ayurvedic. Somebody used to Colgate, somebody Colgate, whatever it may be. Colgate Ayurvedic. Okay, Santur soap. Anyhow, if you want to appear like a younger, you should have to use the Santur soap. But for that, also they are promoting that a kind of chandan and also a kind of turmeric. That means they are using that strategies, our ancient strategies, and they are promoting. Okay, you see, Nima soap is there earlier. I don't know now it is going on. Nima soap. It is to manufacture with the neem leaves. Okay, so like that, every business people, you see Patanjali. What the Patanjali is adopting the strategy. They are taking the strategic business using Indian knowledge system. Understand? My dear students, so like this, the Indian knowledge system is contributing a lot to the sustainable business practices which helpful to the global competitiveness, which create a kind of strength in the global. Understand, all of you? So today, what are the topics that we discussed through this session, ma? First one, what is the global competitiveness? And second one, we discussed what is the sustainable business practices. Then what is the Indian knowledge system and what are the components, concepts of Indian knowledge system which will be integrated to business practices, and what are the recent our Indian companies which are adopting the Indian knowledge system. So these are all we covered, and with this I am going to say thanks to you all. Hope everybody have get somehow I can't say, that's why I told you I am not expert, but I have utilized these 2 days. Very difficult. Yesterday also I have a meeting with our Vice Chancellor up to 3:30. So 3:45, 3:50 I have closed this PPT. So till that, because I can't mention blindly. Because one person is coming from Central University of Kerala. Central University means there should be some reputation to that I'm representing the central government. If I say blindly, if I don't deliver the knowledge nicely, then it's a kind of negative to the government also. So all aspects I have taken all measures, and in fact, because of the madam, I have slept only 2 hours into yesterday night. But anyhow, the moment I wake up also, I have gone through, I have learned in what I have done. You know that being a teacher, you know that subject knowledge is one side of the coin, but delivery is the other side of the coin. So the delivery mechanism, if you don't know, if you don't attract the audience, their attention, it will be obviously a kind of zero. So in all aspects, hope that I get at least 50 to 60 marks, and I presented. I thought I am expecting that I have presented at least a reasonable knowledge on this particular topic and title, which should be related to this particular seminar. So with this few information, I would like to conclude my session. Thank you very much for giving this opportunity. Now, I would like to ask the questions. Shall I? No. Anyhow, to draw that attention, I just told. But now it's the session is open for you. You can ask any kind of doubts in this particular domain. Anybody have any doubts? Any query? Students, did you get anyhow some knowledge? Because this is the entire thing is for you only. Did you get? Did you understand somehow what is the IKC, how the IKC is related to the business? Okay? Right. Now any doubts? That's why I told you that. Keep everything here only. So, will you keep in the mind or will you throw it from this hair? Mind only, na? Fine. Any doubts? Yes, madam. Huh. Thank you. Huh. Mic is there? Okay, okay.
Sir, your topic is very nice. Then valuable one. I have one doubt.
Yes, madam.
Mm. Today, maximum America and some other countries, they hesitate to follow the Indian knowledge systems in business. They hesitate to accept the Indian products. For example, hesitate to give the label of Indian product. In our country, they developed the business practices at globally competitiveness. But some countries, especially America, hesitate to follow the Indian knowledge system. Am I correct?
That's absolutely correct, madam. But that is why, for that, the answer is just 2 days before what happened. What is the trade agreement? That's correct. Thank you very much. That's a nice question. So American people are not American people, especially American government. Trump is not accepting our product. They knows the value of our product. You see that Apple mobile is it's an American company, but where it is assembling in India. Understand? So that Apple is following this IKC system. Just one day before, our Honorable Supreme Court judge has given a statement to the WhatsApp company, that Meta company. If you follow our Indian culture, rules and regulation, you stay here. Otherwise, you will get out. That means we have values. So those who are coming and manufacturing the products here, even the foreign countries also, they are utilizing some values. They are following this dharma, artha, wealth. Okay, so based on that, all they are exporting the products to the America. But what is happening? So America they are having only one perspective, that they are accepting our products 18%. Now 18% is come down the tax on the imports of the goods. Earlier 50%, before that 5%. But we are imposing the tax on the American goods up to 125%. Understand? So, and also we are not allowing the American milk, American poultry, and also American agricultural products into India, because it's affect our Indian agricultural products. Modi is strong in respect of that particular thing. But anyhow, we didn't bend. We have waited for that. We went different strategies like England, European. We searched the new markets. Finally, because of this 7-8 months scarcity in the particular market, American market, the price values have increased. Okay, and also our products compare with other products, quality products in America. That told by our Honorable Vice Chancellor, son only told to me just before, 1 month back. He asked, Polarity sweets are branded sweets across the globe. Polarity is the Telangana, Andhra Pradesh sweets. So they are also manufacturing the pickles. But that pickle just it's a 210 rupees in India. The same pickle in America is about in our currency 10,000 rupees. But that also they will take and they will process. They will different slice packets they will sell. But that is a quality product. So that is why quality is our main aspect. That is why dharma, artha, and also we have a different aspect. So based on this aspects we are producing, selling, and the main intention to reject the America is only that they want to import their goods to India at less taxes. That is why they have waited. But anyhow, we didn't bend, and we strongly stand for that commitment, whatever we have. Clear? And any others? Any others? Any others? Shall I wind up? Shall I wind up? Fine. So, Madam, shall I? So, with this, I am going to close today's session. Thank you once again for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, sir, for the thoughtful address. You have truly enriched our minds. I now humbly invite Mr. S. Ratnavelu, President, Agri and All Trade Chamber, Madurai, to deliver a keynote address.
To formally begin this session, it's my honor to invite Dr. J. Shivaprakash, Assistant Professor and Head in Charge of PG Commerce, to introduce our distinguished chief guest, Mr. S. Ratnavelu.
I'm so honored and delighted to introduce our keynote speaker of Technical Session 1. You all must have heard the word called Ulavar Sandai, right? So what is Ulavar Sandai? Farmers